tell us your name if you're here with us right now?
What? Good. What was that? What was that?
All haunted places have a story to tell. It can be tragic, it can be scary, and it can be very dangerous. This is Colin Browen, and these are the Paranormal Files.
Here, Jeff, will you film? I'll have you explain your battery. Okay, so we're just rolling really quickly. We haven't even shot the intro to the episode. We've just been setting up the static cameras. We were turning off the lights, doing some TikToks. He went down towards the green room to shut off those lights. And I was, can we walk through here? I kind of want to show. Come over here. He's been showing me how to operate this.
The soundboard, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just playing music like this. That's not as creepy as the other one.
Nah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's copyrighted.
No, this is all public domain.
Okay, good.
This playlist. But I was sitting here listening to the music from the Tower of Terror, to be specific, in Disney World. And I was standing watching him go to the green room, and I heard from right where you're standing, Jeff, a voice that just went, "Hey," like a throaty whisper. And I yelled to you and said, "Jeff, Dad," and you were all the way over there, and you were like, "What? What?" I'm like, "You're not over here?" And I came out of there, and you were over there, and you had the light. You want to tell them what happened with you and the light?
Yeah.
Well, this is brighter.
Well,
So-
also before that, this is the area where he said
Just a second.
he's a skeptic, but
Yeah.
he said that his one experience that might be questionable happened right here, and we didn't know that. And what
Okay.
happened?
Well, I've never had like creepy vibes or anything in the building, and I've never seen anything. But people ask me all the time what I experience, and I tell them that, you know, I'm a bald guy, so like I feel things on the back of my head really easily, and I felt kind of a breeze, like someone was blowing on the back of my neck right here, and I was standing right here near the booth, and I kind of was like, okay, well, I can't be a ghost because we never had activity here, so it's kind of weird that you've had
That's
activity here.
really
Yeah.
weird that happened right here, and I didn't even know that you had your one experience is right here.
Kind of in between you and me, because I was right over there doing the battery.
Yeah,
work
you
there,
were
so.
here. I want to have you tell your story.
Okay.
You were right over there.
So when Colin was doing that, I'm working on these light bars, and I was sitting down here, just doing this, going through batteries, and then I just got up when you said, "Hey," and I walked into this, walked over here, what? What's up? And you're like, "Were you not in? Saying something in the hair?" No. I mean, you came the other way.
Yeah.
You came around this way.
Mm-hmm.
You came over here, and I was like right here doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, no. And then that's when you said, "Come over there."
And you set up those motion sensing lights, and they got triggered right here when we were all three standing here.
I don't know.
That's weird. Like both of them lit up at the same time, and no one was moving.
And we were trying to make them light up too by jumping around, and we couldn't. And that's the entrance to that little area right where I heard that voice from.
And the other thing, like Chris knows, we were talking about you first. And now it's filled out. Now it's.
It's pretty cool now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm just digging through these batteries, and this was on the bottom down here, closest to my hand here, and it felt warm, and so I dug it out, and it was like pretty hot,
Yeah, it was burning.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
And you came and felt it, and I said, "Chris, try this," and it's like, obviously maybe something mixes up in here, but how many years have we had batteries in Vegas like this? I've never had a battery.
It was like burning
like hot.
Yeah.
And it all kind of happened at once.
Yeah.
And he had a little experience with the light too, turning on.
We have this light upstairs it's been dead for like a year and a half, and we tried putting new bulbs in, and we just kind of gave up on it. I was like, oh well, it's an old building, we'll never have it fixed. I went in there just to look for some extra batteries, and I flipped the light switch out of habit, and the light came on for the first time in a year and a half. Yeah.
Year and a half, yeah.
Year and a half, 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this all just happened in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah,
we haven't even shot the intro yet to the
I
episode.
mentioned it to you, the battery, and then you told me that story.
Yeah.
And Colin had come independently, and then we're standing, the lights come on, and it's like,
weird things are happening tonight.
And what we were saying is, you were saying too, you don't really get a vibe in here often, but
No,
just kind of
it's
feels
kinda like electric tonight.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I feel it.
I got full-bodied chills before when I heard that voice.
Standing up. Last night, oh my God, when I got I had just like every piece of my skin had like goosebumps, just like, you know, ducks or whatever. Yeah, a noise there. But yeah, anyway, I'm feeling a little bit like that.
Yeah.
There's like a charge in the air, like static.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure you're ready to get out of here now.
I don't know. I'm curious. I can't wait to see what you guys find.
Us too.
Well, you want to set up the static cameras?
Yeah.
Let's get it done, man.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? It's Colin here from the Paranormal Files. Tonight, oh, you got
Here, let me come up and down on you.
What's up, everybody? It's Colin here from the Paranormal Files. Papa Spooks is behind the camera. Tonight we're in Ponca City, Oklahoma at the Poncan Theater. Now, oftentimes theaters have a ghost. This theater has multiple. A lot of times theaters have ghost stories and no history. This theater has dark history. And the craziest thing of all is that we've already been here for about an hour setting up our equipment and doing interviews and filming TikToks, and we've had some crazy paranormal activity. This place is not only eerie inside, but it's huge. So we're gonna spend the night in here. We're gonna start rolling on the investigation right away. And in case you're wondering, we're wearing a nice outfit tonight because we're going to the theater. This is, in effect, a living trigger object. Because some of these shows, vaudeville, stage performances, plays, people would come to those dressed up. Maybe by wearing a dressier outfit, we can stir up some energy in the theater, kind of like we already have. But it's time to get spooky and on with the show, as they would say, break a leg. Let's do this, baby. Time to get spooky. It's not safe, Jesus. Okay. What's up, everybody? It's Colin here. We're in Ponca City, Oklahoma today at the notoriously haunted Ponca Theater. This is a magnificent building with a storied history and a number of very, very spooky ghost stories. It's windy out, Jeff, if you're on a show behind us. This is Ponca City proper. We're in the middle of downtown. We've got some experiments planned for tonight. Some stuff that we're gonna do, but we haven't been inside yet. We literally just pulled up. We're gonna go meet Christopher. Yeah, I got my camera too, so I'm gonna roll on this. I just want to remind everybody, if you love the show, you love what we're doing here, please consider picking up a piece of merch or becoming a patron. We have almost 200 patrons. I'm looking forward to hitting that milestone. We're gonna have something special coming when we do have 200 patrons, bonus episode. And yeah, people have been loving what we've been doing on there. We were just talking about what happened last night, months in advance before we released the episode on the Patreon. So it helps a lot. Yeah, with the production of the show, since it's expensive, obviously, getting to Oklahoma and renting a place like that. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here's Jeff.
Hey.
Here we go. Oh, there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How you doing? Good. How's it going?
Good.
Colin,
nice to meet you.
Hey, Christopher.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff, nice to see you. Yeah.
Nice to see
I
you.
see you're ready to sell us some tickets.
Oh, yes. We have, actually, most of our things coming up are free.
Really?
So I don't have many
wow.
tickets to sell.
All right, man. Well, let's, why don't we take a tour?
Yeah, of course. Come on.
All right.
All right. So, guys, this is the main entrance. Outside we have the historical box office, and we still use that for our events today. So this is our beautiful lobby area. Our historical theater is 94 years old this year. She was built in 1927 and was restored in the late 80s, early 90s. You'll see some of that influence in the color choices that were made, but most of the theater is exactly the same material. That's something that's very special for our particular theater. Many, oh yeah.
Literally every time.
Okay, is that a train?
Yeah.
Every
No,
time we
we're
did an
not gonna
interview,
do this.
we were just talking about this shit last night. We get a train.
All over the country. It's amazing.
What the hell?
Last night, it's just incredible.
Okay, anyways.
Where's the train at? I didn't
Yeah,
even see train
see.
tracks here.
Just a couple of blocks
Oh
that
my
way.
gosh. That is hilarious.
Wow.
Wow, that's,
And the lobby is the only space you can hear them.
Oh.
that is cool.
Ironic.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Christopher. Sorry.
All right. We have our original box office out there, and it's we still use it today to sell tickets from, to do our will call from. Something that's really special about our theater that you won't find anywhere else. We have the largest collection of 1930s hand-painted posters.
Really?
Yes.
Very cool.
So these posters are actually doubled. This was considered trash at the time. So they would, show the event on one side, flip it over, and paint the next event that's coming.
Are
Wow.
those original?
These are original from the 1930s, all done by local artists. And we had the only known collection of its size in the world. We took our posters to the Antique Roadshow, and they said that they couldn't give us a price because they'd never seen anything like it. So it's literally priceless.
Wow.
How
Wow.
many of those?
We're hoping that sometime they can go on tour. So if you want to take our pictures on tour, let us know. Get a hold of us.
Absolutely.
So the flooring is exactly the same. The crown molding here is all the original plaster. You might notice our deep dark black spot over here. This is the ghost blood of the Ponkin Theater. This just suddenly appeared. We tried to repaint it many times and it always turns black. The secret is, though, that they used to make the popcorn upstairs. So the oil has leaked through the ceiling and has infiltrated the plaster. And so even to this day, you try to paint over it with something that isn't oil-based and it will turn black and fall off.
Wow. That is interesting.
Well, at least we debunked it.
Yes.
Which is important.
At least that's what I've been told. I mean, for all I know, that could just be a story. It could someone could have been killed and it was a cover-up story.
That might
Well,
be the story.
that might be the story. When they did the remodeling in the early 90s, they actually contacted the maker of the original carpet, and they apparently reloomed the same machine with some new material and got us what we have here today.
I will say too, it smells very much like popcorn.
Yes, well, we just had an event last night. Popcorn's a big seller here at the Ponkin Theater.
I can
And
guess.
we've been told we had the best popcorn in town, so we can brag a little bit. Yeah.
It does-
hungry,
yeah, it does
actually,
smell pretty damn good.
Honestly, it smells good.
Actually, I am making some for tonight, so you guys will probably get some leftovers
Nice.
for your investigation. We originally started, the theater had 1,200 seats. We did touring shows, vaudeville shows, and it filled up. Our first filled audience was for Will Rogers back in the day. So Will Rogers has performed here. One of my favorites is a tapper, Bill Bojangles. And he performed with Shirley Temple in many of her films. If you know Drew Barrymore, her great aunt performed here live on stage on a play, and we have a poster of the play over here on display. So in this area, the restrooms on either side, the concession stand are all fairly new. When the theater was built, we had 1,200 seats, and they all backed up to this part of the lobby. Back then, in the 1920s, it was embarrassing to have to go to the bathroom, so they only had very small bathrooms upstairs for those infrequent emergencies. You didn't want to let people know that you were going to the bathroom. These days, we're okay with having bigger bathrooms. It's okay.
Weird.
We all know nature calls.
Right when you said that, a phone rings. Nature calling.
Well, this is nature. Go on.
The stained glass that you see here is all original stained glass. They found that in the remodel as well and put it back in place. It was hidden in the ceiling for many years. Most of the kids that came and enjoyed films here in the 50s and 60s had no idea that any of this looked the way it did. It was all covered up by waterfall curtains. So when they took them down, they were happy to find all of this original art on the walls and these great features. My favorite thing is the proscenium arch. It's very detailed. You can tell a lot of work went into it, and I think it has all the original coloring as well. But most people, their favorite part is that big circle up there up top. So the big circle that you see in the ceiling is actually a giant air conditioning vent. This was one of the first big buildings in Ponca City to have air conditioning. So they always tried to draw attention to the air conditioning. A lot of the details you see in the ceiling, it'll often be around the air conditioning vents. So they wanted people to know, we got air conditioning.
That is one massive AC unit.
Yeah, it's a really large room above it, and they would blow the cold air into this room with a large fan, and it would then drop down. Well, do you guys want to see the drop first of our historical backdrop?
Sure. Yeah.
The backdrop has been here
Let's see
for
it.
94 years. It's hand painted, and it was a fire curtain. So it was meant if there was a fire, you bring it down, and it keeps the fire from getting out into the audience.
Wow. I feel like I need to take a seat for this.
Hello, everybody. Thanks to come.
I'm excited for the show to begin. Here I am in the theater. I gotta say, that is incredibly cool. I've never seen anything like that.
If you look at the outside of the theater, it has those same shingles. It's all the
you're
same
right.
colors. And apparently this mountain in the background is a real place. One of our patrons just before told us where it is, but we've lost track. Had to find
Wow.
out.
What's the paranormal activity in this room like?
Down here, we don't get a lot. I haven't been told of any big stories down here, but a majority of the stories are right up there in the balcony, and I can show you a couple of key places. You want to go up there next?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. This is insanely cool.
This is, you said, 95 years old?
94 this year.
94
Yep.
years old.
Yep.
It's all hand painted.
All hand painted. While we're down here, those two windows up at the top, a lot of people ask us if that's where people could sit back in the day, if that was their balcony seats. The truth is that that's where they housed the organs that would play during the silent films. Yeah.
Kind of creepy little rooms.
They do kind of, yeah, they're kind of ominous. They're very dark.
Look like jail cells or something.
And you enter over there.
Actually, you can't get to that part. It's very hollow back there. You can kind of climb up and get to that very top window that has a white backdrop and look through.
Okay.
But it's really difficult to get back up and in there.
And when was the theater built again?
1927.
1927.
Yeah.
Wow.
The architecture of the, what would you call it? What would be the period? Like
This-
Art Deco kind of the...
Yes, I'm trying to think what the term is. I have it on our website. It's a kind of theater that was built to help locals escape to somewhere different. The oil gals that came in and were married to the rich men in town, they were used to the city life, and so that it was nice for them to feel like they can come here and escape. They didn't necessarily embrace the Wild West feel. If you look at a lot of the old films that were here back in the day that are advertised in the on the 1930s posters, you won't find a Western. Yes, yeah, they're all more of the classy, big city shows because I think they wanted to be reminded of their roots. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm following your lead.
Oh, I know what it's called. So it's called an atmospheric theater, and it was made to help people escape from their surroundings into a different environment. So we're inspired a lot by the Middle East, Italian kind of a feel. Yeah.
Well, you know, when you said that, that's why that backdrop, that reminds me of Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, and the ironwork and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not an expert. I don't. That's just my gut feeling when I saw it. When you ask, trying to figure out where this is at, that's what it reminds. Because by the sea, and it reminds me of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of feel it's a little Mediterranean, Italian
Yeah, Mediterranean.
It was built by the Bowler brothers. They were the only architects that I know of from the early 1900s that could build balconies without supports underneath them. Chances are, if you find a theater like ours that doesn't have supports under the balcony that obstruct the view, and it was built before 1930s, the Bowler brothers probably had something to do with it.
Wow.
So here's our second level of the lobby, and where we keep a majority of our posters.
Wow, these are so cool. Look at these the colors on these posters. They're so cool.
Once again, are those originals?
Yeah, those are originals. This one is our probably most scandalous poster.
Wow.
And this is actually the old lady from Titanic before she was old.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
That's her. Her name is Gloria Stewart.
Yeah.
And
Gloria
in Titanic, she says, it is me, dear, wasn't I a dish? And we felt that was appropriate to put next to her picture here.
All right, let's talk. Anything historical that happened here upstairs that's important to note?
Yes, actually, when we go back downstairs, I'll show you her picture. There was a lady named Frances Hall who passed away on the way to the hospital in an ambulance. Her last steps were taken just upstairs here in the balcony, and I'll show you the exact spot. We also have a haunted chair that apparently a lady sat in and passed away in that chair during the showing of a film. It's speculated that this lady was probably black because earlier on when the Pumpkin Theater was built until 50s or 60s, I'm not sure when, there was segregation in the theater, and there actually is a separate black entrance. If you want to go up the black entrance later, I can show you that.
Wow.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'll show you her chair. She supposedly sits there and still is enjoying the film that she came to today.
Oh,
And-
let's see the death
yeah,
chair.
The death chair. All right. So, this chair right here is our haunted chair. KK, row KK, seat 4. I don't know if that's ironic that it's a black lady and a KK, but yeah, she apparently passed away in this chair. We have a couple of stories of young boys that came up here with school groups and were asked to sit in the chair and refused. There was one that with special needs, and he would scream, scary lady," and wouldn't sit down in this chair.
Really?
We've had some investigators here before that have set equipment in this chair. Something I find really interesting, they would put other things around the chair to test the area, but whatever was in the chair would remain still and cold, as though it was being untouched, while other things around the chair would get temperature changes and air movement. Whatever was in the chair had no movement whatsoever.
Wow.
What was the lady's name again?
I don't know her
Oh, you
name.
don't?
Yeah, I think there's some speculation.
And where did the other woman take her last steps?
Yes, so let's go take a look at where
Okay.
Frances Hall took her last steps.
Francis. Don't hear that name very often anymore.
So this is the spot that Frances Hall was walking up when she, I believe, I could be wrong, had a brain aneurysm, and she fell onto the stairs right here where you're standing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, in this area here, they immediately grabbed her and took her downstairs, and she was on her way to the hospital when she passed away. So this is where she had her last conscious moments. It was right here. We've had an investigator before come in with what are they called, divining rods? Is that
Yeah,
right?
dowsing rods.
Dowsing rods, yes. And it led him to that area right down there with the exit sign. And he heard a voice in his head that said, "This is where I always was." And he didn't know what that meant. One day it was the director of our theater at the time was present for that, and he was talking with Charles Hall, who is Francis's son, and he mentioned that, and Charles said, "I think that's Mom. She always would go to that spot to find out what was happening in the theater." From that place, you can hear whatever's going on backstage, whatever's going on in the lobby. And, she had kids and her husband in this building all the time, so she would always go to that area to find out what was happening and where everyone was.
Wow. And what experiences do people report here frequently?
Yes, I think that they're friendly ghosts. The most frequent thing that we've heard is that they'll see someone sitting in KK4. There's been one instance where if you look up over to the stage, just right of the proscenium arch is a lamp on the wall. Well, the lamp was dark, it was late at night, and a no-nonsense fellow who does not believe in ghosts looked over and he saw a woman's face. And he kind of just like wiped his eyes and he shook his head and was trying to not see it. But the more he looked at it, the more defined the face became, and it would grow big and then get really small and get really big and get really small, like a projection. And he was freaked out, so he walked around the corner, went into the lobby, collected himself, came back in, and he never has seen it again.
Very theatrical ghost.
Yes.
Ironically.
And that's all I know really for the balcony area. Do you guys want to go see the creepiest part of the building?
Okay.
All right.
Always.
Let's go.
Well, let's head down to the basement. I've been told that the ghosts are very chill, very friendly. We haven't had any, outside of one magician's story of saying that he saw a ghostly light cause his trick to go wrong. We haven't had any negative experiences. He actually almost passed away in this experience. It was a locked box on stage with the water, and a chain broke, and he says that he remembers seeing a ghostly light hitting the chain as it broke.
Wow.
It claims that he doesn't want to set foot in here again because the ghosts are trying to kill him.
Would that be like escaping, like a Houdini
Yes,
thing?
yeah, but
Underwater.
he did almost pass away. I believe they had to revive him.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
That is.
All right, this is a creepy part right here.
Oh.
This is what we call the vomitorium. Our children's theater that's here, they utilize this space a lot to keep the kids calm and away from the stage. As you can see, we have some leakage problems. We're actually trying to raise $100,000 this year to help put a new roof on the building and to waterproof this southwest corner that has a lot of exposed brick that is falling away. Our theater is literally crumbling in some spots, so we can definitely use the assistance. You might want to get a shot of that sign. I think it's really funny. They used that during the production of The Wizard of Oz and decided to put that near the back entrance. It says, "I'd turn back if I were you."
Well, we're gonna go straight into this is the exit.
Yes. Go
Into
around
the
the
basement.
corner here. I'll show you the basement. All right, so our basement is the green room. The green room is where actors, performers can hang out and get ready for the show. So it's pretty bright and cheery in here, but all right. So this is the spot where they say they see the most ghost movement in the building. That's because as people are leaving, they will look back from the stairs and they'll see a figure go from the floor through the stage.
Really?
Yeah. And this is the spot also where if you set some detectors, you'll often get some feedback.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they like to touch the items in this area. Yeah.
Has anything weird happened down here history-wise?
Not that I know of. I will say though that I'm a little bit of a skeptic myself. This is where we have the most of our electrical equipment that goes up to stage lighting. We have a lot of air movement that will close and open doors in the right situation if the air conditioning is on right. So there's the potential to be spooked for no reason.
But a lot of people have had experiences down here.
Yes. Yeah.
And most of them are seeing the...
From what I hear, yeah, a majority have seen something in this area.
Right here.
Yep.
Okay.
the center of the room.
Anything else?
Not really. I mean, if you want to know more about the stars that have been here, so that's the full tour. Except for you guys want to go see the black entrance as well.
Yeah.
I should say the colored entrance. It's anybody who wasn't Caucasian would enter from that area, and I'll repeat all that out there too.
Let's go take a look.
We have a lot of old posters to advertise the shows. You'll see a lot of icicles. That was to advertise back when we were one of the first buildings to have air conditioning. They would make sure to highlight the fact that you can come in here and chill out.
It's always cool at the movies.
Well, and a little sex appeal never hurt anybody, I guess.
Feature 24 American Beauties.
I mentioned Drew Barrymore's great aunt. This is the original poster when she came here and toured here.
Oh, she kind of looks like her.
Yeah, right?
Oh, she does.
That's kind of eerie.
Yeah. We need Drew to come here.
Yeah.
She's got to follow her great aunt's footsteps. This is our original box office.
Wow. It's kind of hot out today.
It is. It's a little muggy.
Yeah.
It's Oklahoma weather for you. So this is the original staircase. It is the colored entrance. Unfortunately, less than 100 years ago, there was a colored entrance at the Pumpkin. Many of the sister theaters, is what I call them, built by the Bola brothers, they didn't even allow anyone that wasn't Caucasian to be in the town after dark. So there wasn't a colored section. It was actually progressive of us to even have a place for someone who wasn't Caucasian to go and enjoy something like this. And this is the colored ticket booth.
Huh.
It's now used as a storage closet. It's very small, very different than the large ticket booth downstairs. They would form their own line for colored folks, buy their tickets, and then I've been told they were placed in this room and they were held until the main event was about to begin, and they would allow them in.
Well,
That's
this is
the
grand
full
finale.
tour. This is the grand finale. I can show you Francis's picture downstairs if you want to put that in the film.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
So Francis, who passed away upstairs, this is her picture right here. She passed away in 1967. You'll see Francis and Don's name all over the walls here. Their son Charles was a big part of the restoration project and wanted his parents to be remembered in a place that they loved so much.
So who do people think are the main spirits before we end this? Is there any
Yes.
theory?
The theory is that it's Frances. It's the lady who passed away in the chair, and there has been talks of a Native American ghost, as well as a gentleman, but I hear very few stories about them. I don't actually know any of them by heart. I just know mostly the stories of the two women upstairs.
A Native American ghost?
Yes.
In what regard?
I don't know. Apparently she's in some sort of traditional garb and has walked across the stage.
People have seen her.
Apparently. But
Wow.
I also have been here for some less professional ghost hunts before, and I know that sometimes a lot of speculation can go a long ways.
Oh yeah. Oh, we know that.
So I stick with what more reliable stories, especially for people that are very skeptical.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'll show you one more spot that might have some activity for you tonight.
Oh.
I have to trudge back up the stairs.
Oh, no more stairs.
I get my exercise here. So this is the door to the offices we just went into. One paranormal team has come here, and they forgot that they couldn't get in. So they pushed it like this, and it made that noise, and they realized they couldn't get in, so they knocked. And they sat here and waited for a while, realized that no one was in there. And they started walking back down the stairs. By the time they got to the end of the stairs over here, they heard the exact same sound, followed by the exact same knock.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was thinking, we have a couple pranksters that work up here. I'll go talk to them. And I believed them that they said that they weren't here that night and they didn't know anything about it. So
That is a spooky story.
yeah. On both sides of this wall, there had been accounts of like hot spots that just out of nowhere it gets really, really warm, and the rest in the surrounding area is cool.
Interesting.
What does that room go to?
To
Or door?
This goes to the offices we were just
Oh, okay.
at upstairs, where they would hold the colored folks before they went in.
This is, oh, okay, yep. We're on the other side. Okay.
Wow. Well, that's a wrap. Any final words?
Good luck.
We've heard that a lot.
We have, yeah.
Very
We'll take
good.
all the good luck.
Yeah, we'll take
Yeah.
any ounce of this. We got a black cat that crossed our path last night.
Uh-oh.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, Jeff, will you film? I'll have you explain your battery. Okay, so we're just rolling really quickly. We haven't even shot the intro to the episode. We've just been setting up the static cameras. We were turning off the lights, doing some TikToks. He went down towards
green room,
the
yeah.
green room to shut off those lights. And I was, can we walk through here? I kind of want to
Yeah.
show. Come over here. He's been showing me how to operate this.
The soundboard,
system.
you know.
Yeah.
So I was just playing music like this. That's not as creepy as the other one.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, it's copyrighted.
No, this is all public domain.
Okay, good.
This playlist. But I was sitting here listening to the music from the Tower of Terror, to be specific, in Disney World. And I was standing watching him go to the green room, and I heard from right where you're standing, Jeff, a voice that just went, "Hey," like a throaty whisper. And I yelled to you and said, "Jeff, Dad," and you were all the way over there, and you were like, "What? What?" I'm like, "You're not over here?" And I came out of there, and you were over there, and
Yeah.
you had the light. You want to tell them
Yeah.
what happened with you and the light?
Yeah.
Well, this is brighter now.
Well,
So-
also before that,
Okay.
this is the area where he said
Just a second.
he's a skeptic, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
he said that his one experience that might be questionable happened right here, and we didn't know that. And what
Okay.
happened?
Well, I've never had like creepy vibes or anything in the building, and I've never seen anything. But people ask me all the time what I experience, and I tell them that, you know, I'm a bald guy, so like I feel things on the back of my head really easily, and I felt kind of a breeze, like someone was blowing on the back of my neck right here, and I was standing right here near the booth, and I kind of was like, okay, well, I can't be a ghost because we never had activity here, so it's kind of weird that you've had
That's
activity here
really
tonight.
Yeah.
weird that
Yeah.
happened right here, and I didn't even
Yeah,
know that you
that-
had your one experience is right here.
Kind of
Yeah.
in between you and me, because I was over there doing the battery
Yeah,
work
you
there,
were
so.
here. I want to have you tell your story.
okay.
You were right over there.
So when Colin was doing that, I'm working on these light bars, and I was sitting down here, just doing this, going through batteries, and then I just got up when you said, "Hey," I'm like, and I walked into this, walked over here, what? What's up? And you're like, "Were you not in saying something in the hair?" No, I mean, no, you came the other way.
Yeah.
You came around this way. Mm-hmm. You came over here, and I was like right here doing this. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, well, no, and then that's when you said, "Come over there."
And you set up those motion sensing lights, and they got triggered right here when we
Yeah.
were all three standing here.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's weird. Like both
That's-
of them lit up
they
at the
did.
same time, and
Yeah.
no one was moving.
And we were trying to make them light up too by
Yeah.
jumping around, and we couldn't. And that's the entrance to that little area right where I heard that voice from.
And the other thing, like Chris knows, we were talking about you first. Now it's filled that. Now it's.
It's pretty cool now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm just digging through these batteries, and this was on the bottom down here, closest to my hand here, and it felt warm, and so I dug it out, and it was like pretty hot,
Yeah, it was burning.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
And you came and felt it, and I said, "Chris, hey, try this," and it's like, obviously maybe something mixes up in here, but how many years have we had batteries in bags like this? I've never had a battery
It was like burning
like
hot.
hot.
Yeah.
And it all kind of happened at once.
Yeah.
And he had a little experience with the light too, turning on.
We have this light upstairs that's it's been dead for like a year and a half, and we tried putting new bulbs in, and we just kind of gave up on it. I was like, oh well, it's an old building, we'll never have it fixed. I went in there just to look for some extra batteries, and I flipped the light switch out of habit, and the light came on for the first time in a
In
year and a
years.
half. Yeah.
Year and a half, yeah.
Year and a half, 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this all just happened in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's
we
just
haven't
like-
even shot the intro yet to the
I
episode.
mentioned it to you, the battery, and then you
Yeah.
told me that story.
Yeah.
And Colin had come independently, and then we're standing, the lights come on, and it's like,
Weird things are happening tonight.
And what we were saying is, you were saying too, you don't really get a vibe in here often, but
No,
just kind of
it's
feels
kinda like electric
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I got full-bodied chills before when I
My
heard that
hair's
voice.
standing up. Last night, oh my God, when I got I had just like every piece of my skin had like goosebumps, just like, ducks or whatever. Yeah, a noise there. But yeah, anyway, I'm feeling a little bit like that.
Yeah.
There's like a charge in there, like static.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure you're ready to get out of here now.
I don't know. I'm curious. I can't wait to see what you guys
Right.
find.
Us too.
Well, you want to set up the static cameras?
Yeah.
Let's get it done, man.
Okay. Lights flickered. All the lights flickered.
If that was you that made the lights flicker, can you do that again?
Oh, that flickered. Oh, there they go. Okay, that has not happened.
No, that has
Since
not
we've been
happened,
here,
and we
Chris,
were-
for like an hour.
And we just turned off all the lights upstairs.
I'm gonna turn this light off here.
Hold up. Ask it if it can do it again.
If that was whoever's here that was flickering the lights, can you do that again for us? Flicker the lights, please.
How weird is that?
Okay.
That right when you
Yeah.
ask, it doesn't happen again. I mean, we
Well,
were just here for the last hour, and that
Yeah,
hasn't happened
no,
once. At least got one on camera.
There's a light here. Turn off too. I'm gonna go down.
Yep.
You want these lights on?
No, let's kill all of them.
Fire.
Okay, so these are the last lights in the entire theater. Hold on, let me get a. Here we go.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Whoa.
To begin the investigation, Jeff and I are going to head down to the green room where a lot of people have had experiences. They've seen spirits actually rising from the floor to the ceiling, and they've heard voices. And we're going to put 2 EM pumps. You want to show them?
Yeah.
These things kick out EMF energy, which is what K2 meters like this one pick up on. So what we're going to do is charge the building from the bottom up. If these spirits are rising, maybe they'll be able to pick up some of this energy and come up and communicate with us on these upper floors. So we're turning this place into a battery, basically.
Okay.
And it is damn creepy in here. Go up these stairs. Did he leave this light on? Because I don't think he would have left this on. Well, that's unexplained then.
I'll turn this.
Weird. I think he would have seen that down here.
So let's just stick the pump. You want to put one here?
Put one right here in the center where the
Like
thing
here?
has been seen.
Here?
Yeah, rising. Okay, to any spirits here in the Poncan Theater, we're here, we're dressed, we're ready for a show and a night out. So if you want to reenact your favorite play, if you want to show us your favorite movie, if you want to hang out and talk to us, we're here tonight to talk. Come use this energy that we've given you down here. We're going to move up to the main theater room. So if you want to follow us up there, we'll be back. Feel free to come on up.
Let's go up there.
We're going to start off with an experiment.
Oh, I just got disoriented coming around the corner.
The theater has given us access to use their soundboard. And what Chris told me was that he thought if we were to play some 30s, 40s, 20s music, we might be able to entice the spirits out. So since we're dressed up all nice, we're going to start this off.
Well, you better than me. I don't have a coat on.
Yeah, I've got the blazer. Played the part. I am going to play some royalty-free 30s music. Actually, 1929. So let's go walk around all this place. We're gonna keep this a continuous shot. If there's anybody here with us, feel free to come out. The show is on tonight. Hello? Is there anybody here with us in the theater? Can you give us a sign?
It's gonna be hard to hear. You gotta hear a sound.
After the song. Are you here?